Yeah, it's Jim Raftis.
Where are you from?
Spokane, Washington.
And you agreed to be in this videotape today?
Sure.
Yes?
Yes.
Who made you do it?
Who made me do it?
Yeah.
Roger and my wife.
So what have you got to say to Roger?
I'll talk to him privately, yeah. No, he just thought it'd be a good idea. You must have talked him into it or something. Roger likes this. He'd be a good subject.
He would. We'll get him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any...
I'm not a very good subject
if
for
you were
Roger.
going to ask Jack Gardner a question right now, if you were here with us today, what question would you ask him?
I don't know. I really don't. Are you going to ask me this question?
No, I'm just curious.
No, I don't know. Do you know Jack Gardner?
I'll be interviewing him.
Have you met him before?
I met him once before when we were going through when he was going through the tour right before they...
So I just heard him speak down there, and then I did meet him, but I didn't talk to him.
What do you think about him?
It seems to be real, and I don't know, enthusiastic type person.
Is he a lot different from Mr. Mauer?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
What is the difference there?
Are you hearing all this talking? Yeah.
What's the difference between him? I don't know. I think that he's agent's more agent-orientated, I would think.
Who, Jack Gardner?
Yes, Jack Gardner is more agent-orientated.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's fine. That's what an agent wants.
Is that what most bankers' agents want?
Oh, certainly. I mean, I'm not speaking for other bankers' agents, but I would think so.
Do you respect President Moore with that kind of background, with that experience?
Who?
Do you have more respect for a president that has more of that kind of experience?
Yeah.
Rather than somebody who has...
Well, he was an agent, and they know what the agent's feelings are and what an agent goes through. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have mentioned that he's a salesman.
Yeah, right.
What does that mean? I don't...
He just understands what you're thinking when you're talking to him.
I hear he's a real direct type of a person.
Appears to be.
Yeah. Well,
Why
how's
do
the
you think
audience?
that?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
So it's going to be a great time, right?
Tape's rolling.
Okay.
Oh.
Quiet, please.
Quiet, please.
Okay. What is your name?
Jim Raftis,
And where are you from, Jim?
Spokane, Washington.
And what office do you work out of?
Spokane office.
And how long have you been a banker's agent?
Oh, I'll be 32 years in March. I've been a banker's agent for 32 years in March.
Could you repeat that again for me?
I've been a banker's agent for 32 years this coming March.
And what made you get into this type of work?
Well, I started in 1953, and it appealed to me, and I just stayed with it.
What appealed the most?
Just going out and working for myself, more or less.
And what does that mean to you?
You can you can accomplish what you want to accomplish.
Are you proud of the job that you do?
Oh, I don't know how to answer that.
What kind of satisfaction do you get out of your job?
Well, I think I've done oh gosh, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say to that, really.
What do you like most about your job?
Well, you can set your own goals, and you can still spend time with your family, and you get a lot of satisfaction out of what you write and the people you meet.
When you talk about when you can set your own goals and still be able to spend time with your family, how important is that to you?
Well, it's all important to me, because my family's first and then the company's second.
Is there such a thing as a banker's family?
Yeah, there is. We have we have a banker's family. We have, well, like in our office, we get encouragement from Ken Downey and Roger Pauley and the other agents, and of course the secretaries help us a lot. And then Jerry Bjordal's been our divisional manager, and he's always been for the agent. Excuse me.
Do you think that that it's very different selling insurance now than when it was when you first started out?
I think the people know a lot more about insurance now than they used to. Especially medical coverage, it used to be people really didn't understand it, but now there's so many agents writing coverage that they seem to understand it a lot better than they used to.
And from the customer standpoint, are the customers more sophisticated now than they were? Is it harder to sell them?
Well, it's harder to sell them, but if you have a real good product, you can sell them.
How do you feel about Bankers' products?
I think Bankers have the best products on the market in health insurance right now, especially over 65 coverage.
Does that account for most of your success?
Right. I write mostly over 65 at this time. And right now the policy they have in this state is the best policy on the market, in my opinion.
And do you use that in your sales pitch?
Oh, certainly. I use that in any sale I make. If you can find out what people want and then satisfy their wants, you can usually sell them. And they'll keep the coverage.
How do you get most of your sales?
I'd say I probably get 60 to 70% of my sales from referrals from other policyholders or from agents from other companies.
And why is that?
Well, because we have a good product and I do a lot of service work. In fact, probably 1/3 of my time is in service work, at least 1/3 of my time. Either service work in the office or out in the field.
Do you get excited about your job?
Oh, I do at times.
Tell me about it.
Well, it's just if you go into a home and you have a better product than they have now, you can certainly get excited in telling them about it. And if you get excited and they understand what you're talking about, they'll buy the coverage from you and keep it.
Do you think that that's one of the things that makes you very successful, is the excitement that you bring to your job?
Well, it's that, and the way they present it. You go in and relax the people and present your coverage and the coverage you have, and it gets across to them.
What would you tell a new agent? I mean, how would if somebody was making a decision today what kind of career they were going to make, and they were thinking about insurance and they're right out of college, what would be the one thing that you would tell them about Bankers?
I would tell them about Bankers. If somebody were coming to work for the company and I was talking to them about Bankers, I'd just tell them the way I feel, that they have, as far as I'm concerned right now, especially on over 65 products, they have Bankers has the best ones on the market. And if they learn the product and work, that there's no way they can't succeed.
What about selling? What makes selling exciting?
I can't answer that.
It's what's good about selling?
It's just, it's the challenge, I think. You go out and you're going to have some failures, but if you keep trying, you're going to have successes, and you try to have successes outnumber your failures. And it's just a challenge.
So selling is a challenge for you.
Right.
Could
So-
you describe that challenge for me? What makes it a challenge for you? Is it the same every day? Is it new is it different? How do you react to the challenge?
Well, if you go into a home and you create something, actually you're not selling a product, you're selling a piece of paper. But if that's going to protect them the way they want, and you're giving them something they want, and they're satisfied and you're satisfied, that means a lot to me and to the policyholder. Do you understand?
Are we ready to go?
Tapes rolling.
Okay, I'm going to start into a couple other different kinds of angles here. And these are questions that always appealed to me when I was in sales, when I was working in it. And one of the comments I had always heard is selling is a numbers game. And it's how many people you see and how many people you sell. Can you comment on that?
Airplane.
Oh, that's okay. As soon as this airplane goes over, I'm going to reply.
Those kinds of things make
We
it
are,
real hard to
we are
write.
talking with Jim Raptis. And the Raptis home, but
Might give you a little touch-up.
there are 7 airlines going by at present.
What was he asking?
Selling is a numbers game. Can you comment? It's how many people you see versus how many people you sell. Can you comment? And remembering what you said about challenge, can you make a comment about selling being a numbers game?
Yeah, selling is in probably how many sells in direct relation to how many people you see. But sometimes when you've been at it for a while, you for some, I don't know how to explain it, but you just seem to close more sales. You can find out shortly after you're there whether they're a legitimate prospect or not. And if they're not, you usually don't waste your time. And if they are, by knowing the product well and other products well, the more people you see, the more you're going to sell.
When you were telling me earlier about competition in your office, what role does competition play in a sales campaign?
Well, competition is most of it in a sales campaign, because a person wants to excel, and if you in competition with someone else, you just naturally want to see if you can write more than they do.
And how did you feel when the Chrysler Laser was introduced in the campaign?
Well, I thought it was real nice. I didn't think I had much of a chance to win one, but after it got started, I got a good start, and it was real interesting.
And you've won many campaigns before. You've won a lot of different campaigns. Have you ever started really slow and ended up real heavy? You know, if you've experienced that, what has motivated you at the end?
Well, usually, if you have a sales campaign, you do the best you can if you're interested in winning. And whether you start out on top or not, well, you just seem like you put in a lot of time and hope for the best.
How do you feel about winning and success?
I don't know what you mean.
Is success important to you?
I think success is important to anybody. If you win, you're going to be successful, and if you're successful, you're going to win.
Mike Ditka once told me you know, a successful person, in order to be successful, a person has to believe in success. Do you believe in success?
Oh, yes.
Is,
I believe in success. It's,
excuse me. Can you start one more time? Can you come in on a close-up on him? On this?
what do you want me to say?
Whatever you were just going to
I
say.
don't know.
Well, okay. We'll.
What do you mean by that?
I'm asking you. Mike Ditka once told me that you
Yeah,
have
I
to
know.
believe in success. You have to, in order to be successful. Do you believe in that, and why?
I think I believe in success. I've had success so far, and I think once you have it, you get confidence and just try harder, or, you know, to accomplish what you set out to do.
Do you think by being a success, that's an important role model for the rest of your family?
Well, I think being a success is a role model for your family. Certainly, they encourage me, and I've been doing this all their lives on the children, and for a long time for my wife, and they've helped me a lot.
And what do you mean by that?
By what?
By you've been doing this?
Well, I've been writing for bankers for a number of years, and they've always been there to encourage me, and we talk about it.
What kinds of things have you talked about? Can you give me an example?
Well, we talk about when we have a good day or a bad day, what went wrong, why, and it just it seems like if you've had a good day, well, they know it, and if you've not had a good day, they know that too.
If you haven't had a good day, how has your family helped to cheer you up?
Well, if you have a bad day, it seems like they know it, and they react in a positive way because they know that it'll be better the next day. It's just any sales, you're going to have good days and bad days. And if someone's there to encourage you, it really helps.
Okay. Can you come, are you still in on the close?
Still tight, yeah.
Okay, you can come out.
Okay.
I'm getting a chance to.
The new stop tape.
Yeah. You could answer that question for me, and we could start out with that.
Well, I think you're going to have obstacles in sales. You can have obstacles of car problems, you can have health problems, you can have personal problems. You have to take them in stride because you know you're going to have them, and you don't plan on them, but they're going to be there, and you just have to keep working, maybe put in a little extra time to make up for the time you've lost.
What about positive mental attitude? Does that?
Oh, you have to have a positive mental attitude.
Could you
Sometimes.
Could you start again? You were talking over my question, and I don't want to be in the video at all. So.
You have to have a positive mental attitude. Sometimes people don't think I have, but I do, and you have to. If you don't have a positive, people know if you don't, and if you don't have a positive mental attitude, people can tell, and if you do have, people can tell, and it makes all the difference. It makes the difference between a sale and no sale, many times.
Do you think a positive mental attitude helped you win this laser?
Oh, I think so. I think a positive mental attitude helped a lot in this laser contest. And I was lucky I got a good start, and it just kept rolling. It seemed like the more you work, the luckier you get.
And what does luck mean to you?
Well, luck is having things go your way more than not go your way.
And does that happen by chance?
Well, luck isn't by chance. Luck is probably a result of a lot of hours.
And do you have to spend a lot of time away from your family then during a campaign?
Well, I spend a lot of time away from the family during a sales campaign, but I am home every night. And they understand.
What made you want to compete for the laser?
I don't know why I wanted to compete for the laser. It's, you feel maybe that it's an accomplishment to beat other agents who are good agents.
How is the feeling of accomplishment then related to winning the laser?
Well, you just do the best you can, and hoping that you can end up in this particular case in the top 7. And it's just a matter of putting in long hours and doing the best job you can and hope for the best.
How did your family feel about the competition?
Oh, they thought it was fine. They encouraged me a lot.
How did they encourage you?
Well, they encouraged me by being real positive, saying that they thought that there wouldn't be any problem in my reaching the goals I wanted to reach.
Did you think this campaign was harder than other campaigns?
I thought so. I thought this laser campaign was the hardest. It was. I worked harder than on any other campaign.
Why is that?
Well, in the first place, it was for a bigger prize, and it was a shorter time span. It was for 4 months, and when it was announced, we were in Virginia, and so that shot a week right there, and you had to come back and just get to work and stay working during the entire period of the contest.
Did you have a lot of competition right within your office?
I wouldn't want to answer that because
why?
I wouldn't want to answer that, really.
Okay. What are you going to do with the laser now that you've won it?
The laser's for my wife.
Was it always for your wife?
It was always for my wife.
How did you decide on that? Did you when you first heard Gardner announce those lasers? Did you decide then?
Yes, I decided if I was lucky enough to win it, that it would be something maybe my wife would appreciate. I know she would. It's but that's what I had in mind.
Oh, why did you want to do this?
Well, I don't know how to answer that, except that maybe she's done a lot for me.
Maybe she's done a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Any different from what the rest of your family has done?
Well, there's a little different relationship between the rest of your family and your wife.
Didn't the rest of your family, though, want the car, too?
No, they really didn't. They figured it'd be for her.
And are they happy for your success?
Oh, certainly they're happy that we won.
Do they think that's something special?
Oh, I think they think it's something special. It doesn't happen every day. I've been with the company a long time. They've never had something like this before.
How does that differ? I see you won the Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
That was the summer campaign.
Mm-hmm.
How does winning the car make you feel, as opposed to the way you felt when you won the Eagle?
Well, there's no comparison between winning an Eagle and winning a car. It's just, I think that there were only 7 people that were going to win the car. I think there were probably several hundred that were going to win this Eagle. It's a lot of difference.
So is there a lot of prestige involved with this award?
I don't know if it's prestige, maybe pride. and trying to beat the other agents and see how you do competitively against them.
Would you consider yourself a heavy-duty competitor?
Oh, I think that that I had a lot of luck, and you have to have luck, and you have to work hard.
Okay. Just a few other questions here to wrap this up. How would you say that Bankers has helped you and your family?
Well, Bankers has helped me and my family because I don't think I would have stayed with them this long if they hadn't. And I've helped them, and they've helped me. And it's worked out well. They seem to be improving their products, and if you have a good product, you can sell it.
Do you think there's a tradition of excellence at Bankers?
It seems to me there's a tradition of excellence with Bankers because they've always come out with something that was marketable, and that's the name of the game.
When you spend time with your family, what do you like best about the time that you spend?
With my family, I just like to be with my family.
And what do you do? Do you have family get-togethers, or?
Oh yeah, we most of the family's gone now. The boys are in college, and the daughter's married. But we spend the summer at the lake, and we always did know where they were when they were at the lake during the summer.
So Bankers has been a part of that in a way.
Oh yes.
How would you describe that?
I don't know if I could have accomplished this without I don't know what I would have done otherwise. I really don't know what other field I would have gone into. And there were other companies I could have gone to work for, and many of them are out of business now, and Bankers is in business. Makes a difference.
Is there a relationship between the goals that you set for yourself and the goals that you've set for your family over the years?
I don't know what you mean, I don't think.
Well, what I'm trying to understand is that you've had, I don't know if when you first started your job with Bankers and over the years, if you've set certain goals for yourself, whether there's a certain amount of salary that you've
Oh, yeah,
had.
yeah, I see.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've set goals for myself. Since I've been with Bankers, I always had to, felt I had to do enough to support my family in the way I wanted to support them, and it's worked out well. We've always done fairly well, and especially in recent years. It's been a good company to be with, and my family's had what they've needed, and we've been real lucky.
Are you happy about that luck?
Oh, certainly.
Are you
Happy with
lucky?
it.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit about why you're happy? Why does luck make you
Well, because the boys have gotten to go to school where they wanted to go to school, and they're just about finished now. And we've had a lot of things that we might not have had otherwise.
Are you proud of your family?
You bet.
Could you tell me that in a sentence?
I don't know if I could.
Could you state it for me in a way that you say, I'm very proud of my family?
Yeah, I'm real proud of my family.
Okay. Let's see. I think we could stop tape for a second. And this you might not ever answer this question. So, but have you got tape rolling?
Yep.
Okay. What I did want to know, and this is very important to me, is that have you discovered anything about yourself from selling, by being a salesperson? What have you discovered about yourself?
Well, I've found about myself that sometimes I can do more than I thought I could do in selling. Sometimes you figure you can't reach a goal, like on this laser, they said that it would take 20,000 to end out on top, and it ended up to be quite a bit more than that. And I think sometimes you can surprise yourself.
Did you surprise yourself?
I did surprise myself, yeah.
Are you going to do that in your next campaign?
I hope so. I hope things keep going the way they are. I don't see any reason why not.
Are you gearing up for the next campaign is the 1986 President's Challenge?
Yeah.
Marsh was
I
not...
always do the best I can.
What do you do? What?
I usually always do the best I can, really.
And why is that?
It's the only way to go.
You mean you don't slough off any? Ever?
Oh, I didn't say I never slough off, no.
You mean you do slough off?
I don't know if I do or not. I feel guilty if I do, which is maybe bad, really.
I've got a poem that, this is another thing, this is another good question. It's very short, and it's called The Guy in the Glass. Have you ever heard that?
I don't know.
Okay. The poem is, it reads as this: when you get what you want in the struggle for self, and the world makes you king for a day, then go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that guy has to say. If you looked into the mirror, what would that mirror say to you? What
I
would
don't
that guy
know.
in the mirror say
I
to
don't
you?
know.
The last verse of the poem is, you can fool the world down the pathway of years, and that's kind of like the sloughing off part of it that we're just talking about, and get pats on the back as you pass. That's the success you work hard to do. But your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass.
Right.
Can you comment about that last statement? How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's true. A person knows within themselves whether they've done everything they could or not.
So when you look in that mirror at yourself, would that face in the mirror stare back at you and say what?
Well, I've worked pretty hard. I don't think I've taken too much time off in the last 20 years.
But yet you've been able to manage your time to spend with your family, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And has that been a big reward for you?
Oh, certainly. Certainly, the time I spend with my family is great. All through school, I've always spent a lot of time with the youngsters and the family.
So in a campaign contest, whether Bankers develops these contests and keeps going, is the reward, would you say that the reward is the fact that you've been able to provide for your family and watch them grow up and be with them as they experience life?
Oh, I think I think it's a reward to be able to provide your family with the things they want and or need, and spend the time with them that you want to spend with them.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No.
Okay.
What's that little guy's name?
Jim.
Jim? How old are you, Jim?
5.
5.
5.
We can fudge on it. That's okay. You can
I'll
make
get it,
TV.
Mike. What'd you like most about Thanksgiving, Jim?
I don't know.
Did you like the TV show? Did you like
Yeah.
eating dinner?
Yep.
Did you eat a lot?
Yep.
Okay, the big question. What do you want for Christmas?
A racing car.
A racing car?
I mean a racing car. Math car.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are you old enough for something like that?
Yeah.
Can you give me your scariest face? Come on, scarier.
Ooh, that's scary.
Okay. Now give me your happiest face. Oh, come on, bigger smile than that. Come on. Okay, scratch your ear. Okay, and look up. Look down. Look at my thumb.
Terry,
You're not gonna go for that one, are you? Oh, you little rascal. For me?
We should carry it.
Yeah, I'm laughing, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, Jim. I've not seen any zebra bars, no. Okay, give me your scary face again. Scary.
Why don't you bring your Evertons to here?
Jim, just smile. You don't have to.
Down a little bit on the Irish dog.
How's that?
That's good.
Jim? Jim?
Watch my way to the shoot.
No, don't.
Smile nice. You know how.
I can't show my teeth.
No, but you don't have to show your teeth. See?
How much do you love your grandpa, Jim?
Whole bunch.
Why don't you show us how much? Show us how much you love your grandpa.
Whole bunch. About this high.
Can you give your grandpa a kiss?
That red light goes on, that means it's on. See, it's on.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera on now. Jim, introduce me to everybody around you, okay? Who's that right there?
Mom.
No, on this side.
Well, he
That's
calls
it.
me Mom.
Oh, okay. Who's that next to you on that side?
My mom.
Okay. Can you do that again, please?
Huh?
You sit back in the seat,
Don't.
and Jim, maybe you sit a little forward.
Should I cross my legs or anything?
Something
like that.
How's that look, Dad?
Looks okay. I'm kind of concerned about her white pants. How do they look in there?
They look okay on TV.
Okay.
And,
Quick.
and Catherine, you could move in towards Margaret a little bit more.
Okay, Mom, this is where you hit Jim in the head with the rolling pin. Go ahead.
Okay, Catherine,
Yes.
could you fix Jim's tie?
Is it okay?
Margaret?
Yeah.
Kiss Jim?
Kiss Jim?
Yeah. Hold your father.
Kiss him?
Kiss me.
No, Jim.
Oh, good.
Okay, now give him a hug.
Mom a hug?
Now give
Oh,
Dad a
you.
hug and Mom a hug.
Oh, boy, you.
Oh, gosh.
Jim, what do you think about these crazy
Okay,
people?
put your arms around both of them.
Gee,
Great.
Stuff in
Now you guys all lean in together.
man.
Hey, young Jim, give us a wave and a big smile.
Wait, wait.
You're young, Jim.
Okay. Now, Jim, smile and say
Do it
Casablanca.
again.
Casablanca.
Give us a big smile and another big wave.
And
Everybody look at the camera. Everyone look at the
Smile.
camera. Yay.
Dumb wave.
Looking good.
more time. Give me a big smile. And a big wave. Look at the camera.
Not that way.
Right here.
Not with your hands.
Not that way. She wants you to wave.
Just 1 second for me.
Okay, now all of you look at the camera. Now you look at the camera and wave again.
I'm still
Go
tweaking
like
the light.
this with both hands.
Wait for me.
Look at the camera. Do it again.
Look at the camera.
Great.
Okay.
You look marvelous. You've been holding out. I want to see those dimples right now. Come on. Cruising Riverside in the laser. Thank you. Mom,
I can imagine that.
Mom, can I have the keys to the car?
Really?
No. No, I can learn how to say that. Look
Okay,
at Gaga.
Right.
Keep looking at him.
Keep looking.
Keep looking at him.
Open mouth now.
Now look up at your grandma. Turn your head the other way.
Turn your head this way.
Turn around the other way.
Turn
Turn.
your head around the other way.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Okay, can you do that one more time for me, Jim? Look at your grandpa. And when I say now, look at your grandma. Okay, ready? No, not yet. Not yet.
Keep looking.
Ready? On the count of 3. 1,
Not real fast.
2, 3.
Boy, you're quick.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Swivel
Too
the
fast?
thing.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
turn your head too fast.
That's
I
pretty
want
good.
to use this shot as a cutaway, so don't come in all the way on the, don't come out all the way.
Okay. Want me to try it again then?
Yes, please do.
Okay. This time I'm gonna count to 4, Jim, alright?
Yeah, and then don't move your head so fast. Just
1, 2, 3, 4. Go.
you moved it too fast.
Jim.
Why don't you do it full like this?
Pretty hard.
Come in on, little Jim and have him turn from side to side.
Okay.
Turn
Okay.
your head slower this time.
Go ahead and look at grandma now.
Look over this way.
Okay, and look back at grandpa. Okay, now. Look at grandma.
Yeah,
Fall
Catherine,
down. Yes.
could you put your hand on, little Jim's head when he turns your way?
Like this?
Okay. Ready, Jim? Look at grandpa. Look at grandpa. Ready, grandma? Okay, and look at grandma.
Come over here.
Okay, straighten his hair a little bit.
There you go.
Okay, look back at the camera.
Look at the
And
camera.
smile.
Okay, great.
No, what are you doing?
You're really good. All right, could you come in on Grandpa Jim's hand? Okay, Jim, could you do the same thing with your grandson?
What's that?
Just straighten his hair a little bit?
Hitting?
Still rolling, Doug?
Yeah.
Oh, when you cut.
Okay.
Can we try that one more time, please? Go ahead. Look at your grandpa, and grandpa go ahead and stroke his hair.
Oh, okay. Boy,
This place would be.
like the fucking
Okay, that's good.
right?
Hey, turn and roll, so. You want to try it? Audio. Level check.
That-
Can you pull up your sleeves again for me, Jim?
Pull 'em up.
Hold up.
That's it. Look up.
Yeah, could, maybe.
And Jim,
Hi, Margaret.
Catherine,
Sean?
what's your name?
that's Jim.
What's your name?
Mike, how do those curtains look?
They look good here. Those a little hot to you?
Well, no, they're close.
And how old are you?
4.
That old? How many fingers is that? 4?
Doug?
4. There we go.
Margaret?
You tell me when I get in the shot with it.
Okay. Right now, I'm just kind of,
Yeah.
they're a little tight, so no
It's
problem.
your turn, Margaret.
Yeah, I'm Margaret, and I keep busy being a mother.
Wow, Margaret.
And Catherine, I supervise them all.
Sean and
Okay, we need an audio person in here. Okay, tape's rolling.
Catherine, were you with Jim when the laser was announced at the convention?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Shotgun's in the
Oh, he
shot.
seemed quite interested at the
Terry, back
time.
the shotgun out.
Okay, wait.
Right there, Terry.
Okay, her level seems real low.
Do you want to put a
Okay.
lavalier on her or something? Do you want to put the
Well, she can talk louder.
It'd be better if you could talk up, that way we could just go. With that sweater, it'd be
Yeah.
kinda tough to hide it.
I know, we'd have to put it through your arm.
Yeah. Let's start again at the top. Captain, just boom it out here like you're talking to Shawnee, just tip over garbage.
Yes, you have to talk.
Okay?
Can you tell me a little bit about the homestead?
Oh, that was a nice, really nice place to go. One of the few that I would be interested in going back again, spending time.
Was it worth all the work?
No, he does the work. It was worth everything I was going because it was nice.
How did you feel about the laser when it was introduced?
I thought it was kind of interesting, but they didn't say at the first what kind of car it was.
How did that all happen? Because I wasn't there and I haven't really talked to anybody that...
They just said that there'd be 7 cars given away in between the 1st of June and the end of September. And then later on, probably a month or more, wouldn't it? The 12 cars on.
The kind.
What kind?
Okay, let's hold it.
At least a month.
Terry's gonna have to get that mic in a lot closer to get.
Could you tell me about what went on when that laser was announced? How did that happen?
Well, it was at the banquet, and in the last banquet of the session while we were down there, and they announced that they announced they'd give 3 cars away at first, and then later he changed it to 7, and the time period was to run from the 1st of June until the end of September. But it was kind of exciting for everybody at the time.
Did you think Jim was going to get into it right away?
I didn't know. At first he didn't think so, but then he did. I mean, it didn't take more than about a day or so before he did get into it.
And why do you think he got involved in it?
I think the car interested him.
Why?
I don't know. I think just another challenge as far as
Did
he
you
knew he could get it, I think.
Could you tell me that one more time?
All of it?
In the shots, right?
Yeah.
Well, they announced the car, that there would be 3 given, and then they changed it to 7. And that was at the end of the convention time. You want to go on? The time period for the contest was to run from the 1st of June until the end of September. And that was the main part of the time that he worked the whole period of time to win the contest.
Was it a hard contest to win, do you think?
I think so. He was really working hard.
What did he have to do?
He was gone day and night, it seemed like. He worked all day and he'd work until late in the evening. And 5, 6 days a week.
Were you excited about that contest, though?
Oh, I was, especially when I saw how interested he was and involved in it. Then you get to the point where you're wondering, too, if he's going to make it. I really didn't have too many doubts, but you never know.
How were you able to help him and give him some support during that time?
Gee, I don't know. I guess just if he needed something, I was here. If he was around, that was about it, I think.
Did he have a lot of competition in the campaign?
Yes, lots, the whole country, all the agents in the company. That's a lot, because there's a lot of good agents.
And how do you feel?
Oh, I'm proud of him. He did a good job. A lot of work. It finally paid off for him.
How does he react when times are, when sales are a little bit down? How would you say?
He's not real enthusiastic. He gets kind of down, but then he gets busy and makes something happen.
And how does he react to success?
About the same way. He enjoys it, but he goes right on and keeps on working.
Do you think he's going to work just as hard in 86?
Gosh, I kind of hope not, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you think Bankers is like a family?
Well, yes, I guess when you look at it that way. I don't know. I hadn't given it that much thought. I suppose they are. I mean, it's like his family away from home. That's for sure. 'Cause it takes all his time.
In what ways?
When he's working, it's a lot of work and a lot of detail, a lot of demands by people. A lot of his customers keep him busy day and night. I guess that's about it.
How do you feel about his success again?
I'm proud of him. I think he's done real well. And I know there wasn't anything else he could have done besides what he did do.
You can ask that again, please. My mistake, I love the camera.
Would you like to answer again for me?
I'm proud of him, and I feel he's done exceptionally well. And he did all he could do. I guess he always does, though.
How are you going to feel driving that laser?
Oh, I imagine kind of excited at first. It'll be different. He'll have to give it a try first and see how he likes it.
Has it got everything on it?
The whole works. Yeah, he got everything that he could think of, I think. It'll be a nice car.
What do you think winning the laser means to the rest of your family?
Well, I think they're proud of what their dad does, and the way he handles himself and his job. I'm sure they're all really proud of him.
What do you feel? We'll just go right down the line.
Sean?
It was a good deal. I mean, it was really, I wasn't surprised because he was working so hard and he'd been, you know, top sales, and he really was consistent and won, and it was great, you know, and I told quite a few of my friends, and they're pretty amazed, which is nice, you know, and it just, like Mom said, you're proud of him, and it should be something getting it.
I really think it's neat because he worked really hard for it. We all knew he could do it. It's really a good deal. I'm glad.
Well, I'm very happy for him. I told him all along that he would win the car. I really never had any doubts, so it was a nice thing to have, but it wasn't a big surprise because he usually fares pretty well in all of his competitions, so I was happy for him. Happy for Mom for getting the car, too.
Oh, tell the truth now. You really wanted it, didn't
I did want it, yeah.
He offered to take it.
Could we hold it? We lost that.
So what did winning the laser mean to you? I mean, how do you feel about your dad winning the laser?
Well, I thought it was excellent. He deserved it because he worked so hard, and he was consistently working hard. It isn't like he just put in long hours, and you know, I'm really proud of him for that because it just takes a lot. It took a lot of energy, and I was really pleased to hear he got the car. It was really something, and he deserved it.
Okay.
Okay, Why don't you answer that one more time for me and tell me about, also include the part where you told your friends
Okay.
about it too, that you were happy about it enough to talk about it with your friends.
Well, I was really happy to hear that he won the car, and you know, you get excited, and so I told quite a few of my friends, and they were pretty amazed, and they were pleased to hear that, and you know, it's something to tell people that your dad won a car, you know, because of something, not because of a chance contest, it's because he did something, and he really deserved it because he worked hard and he worked consistently long hours, and you know, that was really good, and I'm really pleased and I'm proud of him for that, and he deserved it.
Yeah, I'm really pleased also.
Just 1 second, give me a chance. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really pleased also. Proud.
Okay, just 1 second.
Maybe hold it a second.
Okay.
Sean, can you tell me how you feel about your dad winning the laser?
Oh, I think it was really good. He deserved it, you know, needless to say, because he put in a lot of hard-working hours, and he's consistently working towards bettering himself in the contest, and it was pretty nice because I was real excited, and I told my friends, and they were pretty amazed because it's not like a chance, a lottery win, you know, where you just pick it out of a hat. It was where he worked for it, and he worked for something, and he excelled, and he got the car, and it was really good, and I'm really proud of him for that. It was pretty excellent.
Okay, let's go with Margaret.
Sit still.
All right, tape's rolling, so we'll start. Margaret, tell me, how do you feel about your dad winning the laser?
Oh, I'm really pleased because he did work so hard, and I knew he'd do it because he's always on top whenever he works. So I'm really pleased for him.
Okay.
Pat.
Yeah, I should have a beautiful smile.
That's wonderful. That's perfect. All right, we'll pass.
I don't want to touch this because I don't know.
Go from the next.
Okay.
Okay. Pat, how do you feel with your dad winning the laser?
Well, I was happy as everyone in the family was. I was telling him all the time that he would win the car. I never had any doubt about that. He always does real well in the competitions, as his career shows. I was happy for him and for Mom, who's going to get to drive the car.
Didn't you want it yourself?
You bet. I'd love to have the car myself, sure. But Mom wouldn't give it up, so I'm out looking for another one right now. Yeah.
Okay. Jim, are you going to win another car? So you can give it to Pat here?
Put me on the spot here.
I want this on tape.
If they have another one, or they have a contest, similar contest, we'll give it a try.
Okay. Right now, what I want to do is I want to come up.
Another contest. He's getting married to me.
How's it sound,
Really?
Terry?
That's all right, belated.
Your wife wins.
Still part of the family. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
tape's
that's
rolling.
good. You'll have to win 2 cars. That'll be harder. One for each.
You're going to want to go for some gifts, and we'll have time to change the lighting.
Okay, on this situation, yes.
Okay, great.
Okay. Pat, if you were to relate winning to a football game, what position would your dad play and why?
Well, I can't single out one position. I would say that in a football game, it takes a team effort to win, a good team to win. It takes good players, and Dad would be a good player like in the Bankers. That's a team, and he excels, and I think both he and Bankers both win by his success on the field, so to speak. And so he would be an all-star in the Bankers field, in the Bankers team, as far as I see it.
Okay, another question I wanted to ask you is, how do you think others see Jim?
Oh, I think they see him as a real honest person, whether it's through sales or just friends of his. Real honest, hardworking, excellent family man, someone that I know I want to be like, my dad when I have a family of my own. They look up to him, really do admire him. And I'm happy of that. So, both he and my mother. Can't leave her out, she'll get mad about that.
Does anyone have a comment right here?
No, okay.
Okay. How do you think he's going to do in the next campaign?
Well, I think his work's always steady. I think whether it's a campaign or not, his work is always real good. He puts in many hours for his work, so I feel in the next campaign he'll do just fine. Doesn't matter whether it's a campaign or everyday work. He'll do fine.
All right. Let's go over to Margaret again. So this is where we ready to go?
Yep, Roy.
How would you describe your father?
Oh, he's a real hard worker and a real good father, and he's always there when anybody ever needs him, no matter whether it's his family or his policyholders.
What one thing can you remember or recall in the family that's your most favorite experience with your dad?
Oh, thanks. Oh, geez. I don't know. I can't think right offhand.
I knew I was going to ask you this. I put you on the spot.
Okay. I don't know. Whenever I've gone to football games with him or gone out to any time I'm with him, it's always nice because we get along really well.
What happened when you were having Jeb? Was he helpful during those times when you were pregnant?
Oh, yeah. They were always there if I wanted to talk or anything, so, yes.
So that was a real good experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you proud of your dad?
Oh, yes.
Can you explain that?
Oh, he's always done real well in anything he ever does, and so, of course I am.
Fine, great.
Thanks.
That's it. We'll go right to Catherine then.
Go away.
Nobody said anything. I guess it's all right.
Okay, all right. Catherine, what do you think about the work that Jim does?
Oh, he does a real thorough job. He takes good care of his customers, and a lot of customer service. And anything that he sells, they know they're getting quality business. He doesn't sell people just to be selling them. It's got to be a need, and that he can supply what the demand is. He does real well. And the company doesn't have to worry about the business he writes, and the customers don't have to worry about what he's written for them.
Because of the demands that his job makes upon him, have you ever had to make any compromises or trade-off in terms of the family?
No. He somehow manages to take good care of the family right along with the job. He works it all into his schedule, and his family is right up there. If they need anything, he's there. He works it out some way or another so that he can balance the whole thing. But there's never been a time when they needed him that he wasn't there. Guess he manages well.
Okay, that's it for your questions. We'll go right to
That's good.
Sean.
Oh, boy.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I'm in trouble now.
Now the truth will.
Excuse me. Oh. I see it.
You're not going to leave at 5.
I know. I'll call Joe.
Sean has to go to...
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
What? Sean's going back.
On camera now. All right, Sean, since you're in PR, you've got this great question here. How would you advertise your dad?
Well, you know, advertising is a pretty large field, but like if I'd advertise my dad, like say in a magazine, I'd probably have some kind of a layout where I'd have a picture of him at work at the office, you know, doing paperwork, and then I have another picture showing another facet of his job, like explaining to a policyholder what it means and getting everything out in the open about a certain policy, telling somebody, explaining. And then I'd probably have him doing something like at a football game or something, showing more of a, so it shows all those three facets of his career and putting it in a human sort of spectrum, having showing he can be a businessman and he can be human-oriented, and it won't take away from anything, and it'll all kind of coincide with his life, you know, his business and his family and you know, whatever else he does. Sorry.
So why did you pick those three?
Well, it shows somebody he can do all these things almost at once. It isn't like he's going to be always at the office. It's going to be he might be doing, he can do stuff he likes, and he can do things at the office, and also he can help people, and that wouldn't take away from anything. It'd be just intertwined. And maybe say have the ad explain a little bit about him and what he does at Bankers and what he also does out of his job that might make him seem, you know, it adds a human touch.
If you were going to say one line, if you were going to come up with a one-liner, what would it be? Take this man, or...
When Jim Raftis talks, people listen. No, I don't know. Just Jim Raftis, I don't know, an insurance agent for the 80s or something like that. I don't know, that's kind of difficult to say. I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied.
That's fine. I think that's fine. Why don't we go in for a close-up of them for this last question? What have you learned about success or achievement from your dad?
Well, I learned that success and achievement isn't something that's going to be given to you on a silver platter. You got to go out and work for it like he has. And when you work as hard as he has, then it pays off. You're going to get exactly as much you get out of something as you put into it. You know, you have to work hard, and you have to be consistent, and you have to keep your mind at the job at hand, on the job. And it's not like when what?
Oh, I've been talking about you.
Oh, it's just like he's taught me about success is if you work hard, you'll be successful. And if you like what you're doing, like he does, and you keep working at it, you'll be successful.
Fine. That's... What have you learned about success or achievement from your dad?
Well, honesty, and treat the people you do business with in a good manner, so they'll always come back to you. Just take care of them.
Could you rephrase that in a sentence for me? I've learned.
Okay. I've learned that when you're working with the public, like my dad is, you should be honest and take care of the people that you're working for, and they'll always come back to you and refer you to others, and that'll lead to success. And that's
How's
it.
that going to help you in your criminal justice career?
Well, I don't know. Well, it'll help me because I feel that in work, honesty is always a real good part of any type of work you're going to do, and if the people know that you're being straight with them, then they'll be straight with you, and it'll work out in the end.
Great, thank you. Can we do a few shots of the family just getting together, standing up?
Sure.
You know, maybe we'll get them at the...
Okay.
Some white
Let me
thing in
use
there,
that
though.
white paper pen.
Okay. Stand by.
Stand by.
Back
Is
up
this
just
just
a
rehearsal?
Yeah, this is just rehearsal. Why don't you go and open the door? You mean you wouldn't have a coat on, Sean? You wouldn't have a coat, you just have that on?
A little bit, and then...
Oh, I hope you...
High heels.
Just wait till I open the door.
I know, it's tough.
Okay. Jim, could you try that one more time for me?
There's Jim.
Oh, Jim, can you step back and try that again for me? Okay, anytime.
Oh, no.
Howdy.
How's it going?
You too?
That's nice. Okay, great. Come to this point right here and kneel down. And,
A little further down.
is that good?
She needs to be just a little bit...
Yes.
And if you could, when you look at,
Yeah, just normal conversation. Normal conversation is fine.
Okay, you can read this.
You ready? Margaret, go ahead.
Rido Grill, Chicken Resort.
Real low, real low.
Like that?
Snowmobile,
Great, that's
gas
perfect.
station, Mayor gas station.
Margaret, why
Mayor
don't you point to
gas
something on the
station.
page?
Oh, okay.
One,
That's it.
two,
That's
three.
That's Village Inn.
Oh,
Jim, why don't you look up at Pat?
look over the pad.
Look at
Give
that.
him
Hey,
a
bud.
big smile.
Get your
How
finger
are
on
you,
there.
buddy?
Hand out your mouth.
There you go.
Okay, look back at the magazine.
Look at the magazine.
And point, Margaret.
Oh, what's that?
Boy, that's a sculpture, Kelly. Sculpture.
Catherine,
Yes.
I'd like you to look up at Pat's hair, his left ear.
Your left ear. Okay.
Now nod.
See, guys.
Hold
Okay,
on.
now look back at the magazine.
Mobile.
They got lots of
Snowmobile?
snowmobiles.
No,
Huh?
oh, okay. What's over here? Oh, what's that?
It's a hardware store.
Oh, I think it's a train.
Kind of looks like
Should we
it.
try the whole thing from the top again?
Yeah.
You gotta look at this thing.
Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, Margaret.
That's enough.
That's a pony on
This is
that.
your mother. She's gonna point to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna point at this. What's that?
That's
I'll see.
Johnson
It's
and
so.
Company.
What's that?
The inn.
Well, you're not supposed to answer this. In.
Oh. He's
What's
not
over
either.
Aldi. Here.
That's Snowmobile.
Snowmobile.
What's this?
Pony. That's not a pony. How about that?
You're not helping him by telling him anything.
No.
Is it telling everything? Pony. You're acting silly.
Okay, that's fine.